Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Game Jam. So for this Game Jam, this is called Restart. It's the 2022 PSP Game Jam, and it will be occurring on October 7th, 2022 at 12 p.m. EST to October 21st, 2022 at 12 p.m. EST. After this point, all entries will be voted upon. Voting will be public and available for the next week until October 28th at 12 p.m. EST, at which time we will declare a winner. The theme for the 2022 PSP Game Jam is It's Not a Glitch, It's a Feature. So this encourages games where mechanics are not quite so conventional or go against common sense video game logic. For example, your health potion might hurt you, and your poison potion might heal you. This is a very simple example, but there are plenty of cool and creative mechanics that you can come up with this theme. There's no limitation on what type of game that you can create. You can create anything from a platformer, side-scroller, RPG, you can create anything that you want for this Game Jam. We're also going to announce that this Game Jam has a $175 prize pool, and the first place will get $100. The second place will get $50, and the third place will get $25. For this Game Jams, all games must be ready to be played on the Sony PlayStation Portable. If your game runs in the emulator but not on the hardware, your entry will be disqualified from gaining a position. You are allowed to submit a game that is cross-platform, so you have PSP, Windows, etc. And be sure to use the testing channel of our Discord server. You can use any tool to make a game on the PSP. This includes things like Quake, Stardust, you can use Gen 7, you can use the Scratch on PSP that I covered, you can use the Lua interpreters, both One Lua, Lua Player Plus, you can even use Stackless PSP, which is the Python interpreter. You can use any of the programming languages, so the C, C++ toolchain, Rust, Zig, etc. Pretty much anything that you can use to create a game, you can use for this Game Jam. Submissions will be evaluated democratically based upon the following criteria: adherence to the theme, creativity, visual and aesthetic quality, soundtrack, clarity, and enjoyability. To break this down a bit more, adherence to the theme means, does the submission actually reflect the stated theme? So the theme here being It's Not a Glitch, It's a Feature. If your game is submitted but it has absolutely nothing to do with that, you will lose points in this category. Creativity is how unique is a given submission. Is it really a game that you've created, or is it more so just a replica of another game? Visual and aesthetic quality. So does the game have a coherent and pleasant visual theme? So this would be things like, does everything match the same visual style? It would be very jarring in a 2D pixelated game to have suddenly this HD texture show up. Another thing would be soundtrack. Does the game have a quality soundtrack? This includes sound effects, music, and more. For clarity, does the game make it somewhat obvious what you're intended to do? Make sure, basically, that it's not confusing for an end user who wants to play your game, what the rules of your game is. So this might be, if you have a level-based game, you have a couple levels that are very simple to understand for the user, and then it eases them into like the more difficult, challenging levels. And then enjoyability. How much do you personally enjoy this game? This is the subjective sort of criteria of the evaluation. Once again, submissions will be public and anyone can vote on it from our community. Additional information for entrants: it would be very appreciated if your code was open source and hosted on a service like GitHub or GitLab for other people to contribute to your game if they wish to continue your idea. The PSP Homebrew community encourages open source development. And we will be setting up a channel soon in our Discord for game development. Below are some of the useful links, tutorials, and tools to use. For example, we have the PSP toolchain, the Rust and Zig PSP toolchain, how to install them, interpreters, different game engines you can use, and different libraries for the PSP that would be relevant to making games. We also have tutorials here from the pspdev.org text tutorials and the video tutorials that I created. I personally will also be doing more tutorials soon. Tomorrow there will be one for graphics, and then we'll also have things covering We have the Scratch that I've shown off, and a quick game API, which I will be releasing soon. I strongly encourage anyone and everyone to participate. It will be a great learning experience to figure out how to make your own game, and I strongly recommend that you guys do it. I wish you all good luck and have a great day.